I'm Erin. I'm on the marketing team at Vendoo, and today I'm super excited to give you an office tour. You've probably seen some of my videos, so you've seen me all around this space, and today I want to show you how I use it and how it's helped me in my reselling business. Before I do, let me invite you to like and subscribe to our channel. We publish content every Friday, and it's all related to Vendoo product tips, community updates, and information about how to grow and scale your resale business. So let's go. I'll show you this cycle of an item. So once I come home to the thrift store, it goes right to the laundry room. In here we have a washer and dryer. We have all of the supplies that a reseller could need for cleaning, preparing, and stain treating. This stuff's like my favorite, the pink stuff. It's like a magic erase bar, but in a paste form. You've got to try this. I also have in here my steamer, which is one of the best investments I've made for my reselling business. This Jiffy steamer works way better than the handheld ones that I was using for years, and it took me a long time to invest in this, but I wish I had done it sooner because time is money. I have many racks of clothing around here. I have a few down the hall, and they're like this. This is unlisted inventory. Unfortunately, there's more of it right now than I would like to admit in my dev pile. But I have everything ready to go because eventually it will get steamed and then we can list it. I also want to show this hook. I have a few of these around the office and they're really handy. This can be unscrewed at any time while the base maintains, and it's perfect for long garments when I'm steaming. Rather than having to get really low on the ground, I can just have the items held high. Once it is time for photography, I have a photography area here, and this is one of my favorite parts of this room. This paint is actually movie theater paint, so it's super flat and matte. It's meant to be projected onto. It looks pretty boring, but the photographs are amazing. They don't turn yellow. If anything, they're only a slight tint of gray, so editing's perfect. You'll also see that I have quite a few lighting fixtures here. I thought about affixing them to the wall, but I like for them to be movable. Over here I also have a few different hooks. I have two that allow for two-piece sets. I have my main hook and a tall one. The beauty of these hooks is that they're white, they don't show up, and they can also be unscrewed right here with only the base staying, so it's not poking out when I'm photographing larger garments. Let's look at the table. I love this table. I actually had this table custom made when I moved into this space, and I get emotional talking about it. I wanted a table that allowed for 5x5 flat lays with a matte finish that is seamless. And this is before the days that we had photo room and super efficient background editors, where editing took a long time, and I wanted this surface. But I also wanted it to be practical. I have storage on both sides of this table. So this is my most used bin, and in it you'll find the tape, the fabric shaver, the lint roller, the thank you stickers, and the business cards, the things that I use every day. In others, you'll find camera equipment, jewelry boxes, tissue paper, extra inventory supply tape, etc. Everything has a place because I'm a little crazy when it gets to that. We come over to the other side of the table. This is a full shipping station. I have poly mailers and priority mail supplies and bubble wrap, and I have a high quantity of all of the above. I also recycle everything that I receive. So what you won't see in this office is trash, because For Lime Shop LLC is a zero waste business. This is the stuff I've received packaging in that I've been able to recycle that I'll use with other orders. I love my hanger rack. It helps keep things organized. And I have this right here. This is clothing that is awaiting being modeled. One of my favorite tips for when photos are at different stages of the process is to organize by the way that the hanger is facing. So you'll see that if it hasn't yet been steamed, it might be facing this way, whereas these items are ready for photography. I also keep bins up here that, as you can see, are a little overstuffed, so they don't look so pretty right now. But that is death pile stuff that does not necessarily go on a hanger. Or it's listed stuff that needs to be actually inventoried. Over here I have my desk. Oh, not forget the mannequin. That's now just a decoration because who has time to dress a mannequin anymore? Over here we have a desk area which is filled with law school textbooks in addition to the reseller essentials. I have my scale, my laptop, outlet space, and I love my label printer. I love that Dymo holds the labels inside, so it takes up less counter space. I keep my inventory numbers handy, tape measures throughout the office, and a very pretty pink space that makes me happy to work in. Over here you'll see I have some recording equipment, and this is where I sit to film a lot of my Vendoo content. If you've ever joined me and my Lime for a Vendoo onboarding, it has been right here. It's a comfortable place. I can set up the lighting. I have access to outlets, and this is just where I like to film my Vendoo content. As you'll see under my table, I have some inventory bins. This is the inventory bin that I'm currently working in. And now I'll show you where I store my listed inventory. And here is where we call the warehouse. There is a lot of inventory out here. It is climate controlled, which is very important when we're storing any fabrics. I actually take even more precautions when it comes to genuine leathers or suedes, and I have moisture silica beads that I put in my packaging. These are my main inventory bins for items that aren't thick coats or aren't small items. This is kind of just a sequential numbering system. Some sellers would label bins and then they might just put items in a bin that has room. I do it a little differently and perhaps not as efficiently. Mine are sequential, excuse me. So I start at 0 and I go all the way to the wall over there where I'm currently in the 6,000s. Yes, that does mean that once each quarter they get pulled and totally redone. But I enjoy that process because it's the time that I pull what's ready to donate. I pull what's ready to go into mystery boxes. I pull what I might choose to relist. So I go through all of the inventory at that time. Also, SKU systems are great, but what if you forget to enter an item's SKU number somewhere? Well, when they're in number order, if you can kind of remember where you listed it, it's a lot easier to find a number. If I were just putting them in the bin that had room, it could take me hours to find a number if I forgot to note the SKU in Vendoo. So this is my personal inventory system. It takes just a few minutes to pull the sales for every day. And thank you so much for checking out my office. Tell me what you thought or what you do similar or differently. I love seeing reseller workspaces. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you next time, reseller friends.